nostalgia is a sentimental longing for wistful affection for the past. At least that's what the dictionary says. But what a powerful and memorable word. We in the gaming community tend to use this word nostalgia in many ways. Some to describe how they feel when playing games from their childhood, while others talking about memorabilia that they used to own, and many more just reliving the past. I have often wondered what nostalgia means to me in terms of gaming. I grew playing many Atari classics on the 2600, but no matter how many times I try to replay those games, I never truly get the sense of nostalgia. To me, nostalgia is way more than just an item. It is a specific point in time under a specific set of circumstances that I will never be able to replicate. But having said that, I too experience nostalgia in a different way, and I just felt like talking about it. I recently beat Stellar Blade, and it fascinated me for many reasons. For me, it triggered many nostalgic memories, because when I played this game, it reminded me of the 6th generation of consoles, and just how many amazing hack and slash games that we used to get back then. You know, games like Devil May Cry, to the later Onimushas, to the God of Wars, and honestly tons of other games. Now that is not to say that Stellar Blade doesn't do its own thing and doesn't do it really, really well, because it certainly does. And nor am I saying that the game actually plays like those classics, but it's really about triggering those memories that really put a big smile on my face as I played through this fantastic game. An even better comparison would be its similarities to the brilliant Nier Automata. And while the game may not be old enough to be considered quote-unquote nostalgic, it certainly brought back great memories for me. And, to me, that is nostalgia. The atmosphere, the soundtrack, the world, the monsters, the heroes, the tragedies. It all took me back to when I beat Nier Automata for the very first time. It was a great feeling, and now I want to replay that game again because of my recent experience with Stellar Glow. How about Star Trek Resurgence? I never imagined we would get a good Star Trek game. But that indeed did happen when I was immediately taken back in time when I used to watch Star Trek The Next Generation. Every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m. Captain Picard is the best Star Trek captain ever, and while no game or show will ever even come close to replacing him, I cannot help but feel nostalgic over the setting, the drama, the tension that Star Trek Resurgence puts you through. I felt the pressure behind every decision, not knowing what the consequences of my actions would be. Yes, I didn't play as the commanding officer, but being second in command was very stressful, especially when going against orders given by your superiors or trying to impress or keep your fellow shipmates happy. While the game itself is a total hidden gem, the memories that it brought back for me are priceless. Needless to say, The Next Generation will be watched again. How about another recent release, Suan Chronicle 100 Heroes? Quite the ridiculous title, but perhaps mimicking its spiritual influence, Suikoden. I have just about completed this game, and there's nothing that even comes remotely close to what playing Suikoden felt like. The 3-hero combination took me back to the days of Suikoden 3, and while their story didn't feel as intertwined, I still got a kick out of their combined journey and shared goals. Recruiting 100 plus characters to join your mission is rather absurd, even for JRPG standards. But when you are copying one of the greatest Konami JRPG franchises, it feels poetic. Gaming nostalgia is all about memories, good or bad, moments of the past preserved in your brain that surfaced when certain games or events trigger. It's one of the main reasons why I love sports games. to include classics. Gamers and collectors will often complain about having sports titles in their collection. But have they gone back and replayed some of those classics? The early 2000 Maddens with that Rams offense? Or perhaps the 1990s NHL with those Red Wings? How about FIFA and playing with some powerhouse squads of the 2000s spread across many European nations? I play classic sports games to remind me of those times. To me, nostalgia is not about buying a complete in-box copy of Pokemon Pearl or playing with a Nintendo Power Glove in 2024. It's about playing games that remind me of those times, and I absolutely love my version of nostalgia. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.